Okay, I think we're live. Can
Okay.
you see and hear me? Yes, we're live. Okay. I
Okay,
have
let me.
awesome news, friends. I finally got the controller straightened out. So we good. I'm gonna go full screen. Okay, can everyone see
Let
and
me put
hear
this in
me?
announcements.
Can they hear Blake Ella? My friend Blake Ella with
Hello,
his
everybody.
cunty cunt chat
You can
support.
call me.
You can
You can
call
call
me
me. You can
cunt.
call me Blakey.
Blake.
My name is Blake Ella. You can call me cunt.
You can call me stupid cunt. It was a wild ride. There was a lot of screaming. There's a lot of problems. There was a whole list of steps involved. I had to tell my adapter for the GameCube controller that it was connected to a Wii U, even though I don't own a Wii U. I don't know. I don't understand. But we're here. We made it. We made it.
We sure did. We sure did. Oh fuck.
There we go. Is
Oops.
it fucking deafening? No, it's not. Okay. As long as it's not deafening anyone. Okay. So I think. Yes, my controller still works. We got this shit going. Okay, puppy, please move a little so I can sit back on the couch. Goodness, you take up so much room on the couch and you're so small. Okay, this is way more comfortable. I'm like actually comfortable and feel nice. Oh, and I have Kitty here. Yeah, Kitty wasn't helping either because I was trying to plug wires in and he's attacking the wires and grabbing the wires and like biting them. So it's not fun. You there, Blake?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just letting everybody know we're streaming.
Awesome. Okay, I know you don't want me to do this level again, but I'm doing it, and I'm gonna watch my gameplay go from cringe to based like super fast. Oops.
And that was the day that Jana became based
I went from
and
cringe to based
pack
so
pilled.
fucking fast.
You're based and pack pilled.
Fucking
Are you playing this
based.
level? Are you playing this level again?
Yes! I just said I was going
Oh
to.
no. God damn it. I'm unsubscribing, Jana.
I know.
I'm unfriending you on Facebook. We already talked about this.
Okay.
So here we go to the happy-go-lucky world of orange collecting.
See, this will be nice though
Gotta
because you'll
satiate.
see the before and after. Like, you'll know that it's not just me being cringe, but like actually being handicapped because I wasn't even using a controller.
Right, that is true.
Oh, fuck! Maybe not.
Did you die already?
Yeah, I misjudged the distance there. That was my bad.
Oh my god. Alrighty. Hey, Pixel.
Blake's like, not, not based.
Not based. Quite cringe. I'm unsubscribing.
Blake's like, oh great, more
Why am I
orange
why am I
collecting.
subscribed to Moscow Mule?
Because you
The
want
only good
advice on making good cocktails. I'm probably gonna get a couple people unsubscribing because I'm playing this level again.
You're playing a level a second time. Unsubscribed.
Unsubscribed and also beaten up in an alleyway.
Take you in the back. Fuck up. Oh, I'm unsubscribing. Oh, that sucks, but I understand. And we're beating you the fuck up. Oh. Wait, what?
We will find you. You're not safe.
Could you just beat me up and not unsubscribe? One is clearly worse than the
Honestly,
other.
I would really rather be beaten up than be unsubscribed from. Just
I'm
like
beating you the
any
fuck up.
real YouTuber.
It's true. It's like I'm beating you the fuck up, but I promise I won't unsubscribe.
Also, tell your friends about this channel.
Tell your friends to smash that like button.
And don't forget to subscribe. And it was Blake's stream before he got beaten to death. That if he reached 1 million subscribers on our Dream Team channel, yeah, that was his dream. So please subscribe to Dream Team. It was his dying wish before he got
It's
hit and
true.
killed at 100 miles an hour and just obliterated. And a monster truck ran him over in the middle of the street, and then it caught on fire, and then he's just a terrible accident.
Cut to the footage, and it was you in the monster truck the entire time.
Are J Station references even relevant anymore? I'm thinking no.
J Station. God.
J Station. Remember when that brief pre-corona time in like January 2020 where like everyone was talking about J Station and that was the only thing people were talking about on YouTube? There was no coronavirus. Yep. Remember that? Well, there sort of was, but
Corona
3 people were
virus.
talking about it.
Yeah, that was before it really
It was before
caught
it was
on.
anywhere besides like China. And
yeah.
China lies about shit all the time, so it's sort of like,
no.
should we even be worried?
Right. Since when?
Since
You're kidding.
when would China do anything awful?
Why would China lie to me?
I literally remember I still laugh thinking about what the fuck is that guy from WWE? What the fuck is his name?
John Cena?
Yeah. Right, he apologized to the CCP for calling Taiwan a country. And that was like, everyone was commenting because they're like, wow, this is the only time I've seen both CNN and Ben Shapiro like just beat the fuck out of someone.
Yeah, just
like,
it's
me neither. I can't think of any other situation where CNN and Ben Shapiro have both equally like dunked on someone and both been like absolutely right, by the way.
Right. Maybe murder, like something, murder is bad. Maybe. Okay, yeah.
No, even then, Ben Shapiro would probably be like, well, isn't it say hypothetically?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, you're pushed in a dark alleyway. And your house is flooded and you need to sell it.
Hypothetically, if some really hot chick is married to a woman that looks better than you, then it might be okay to murder him and take his wife. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
I'm not projecting.
I'm not condoning murder, I'm just saying.
You have the worst Ben Shapiro impression I've ever heard.
Me?
Yes. you're like, I Ben Shapiro.
Is that not how he sounds?
No.
Yes,
that's not even close. I don't have a good impression either, but it sounds more like imagine, hypothetically.
No,
it sounds like that.
I nailed it. That's how he sounds. He has a little whiny man voice.
I mean, that's true. It just sounded... The way you're doing it just made me laugh. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't sound right over the mic. I don't know.
No, it's probably me being bad at impressions, but I'm like, it's not that far off. He does have like a stupid voice.
I mean, that's absolutely true.
Blake's trying to backpedal after he called my impression bad.
How dare you not have a perfect Ben Shapiro impression?
But yeah, Ben
Jen, I expect a better review.
He deserves a very accurate, nice representation of himself.
He does. He's earned that at least. I'm just kidding, not really, but everybody deserves a good impression.
He at least agreed that Taiwan is a country, so you know what? We're on the same
What,
page there.
what a daring stance to
What a
take.
daring stance. He agreed that Taiwan is a country. Good job.
Amazing.
He doesn't agree
I
that
agree.
global warming is real, it seems like, but at least he recognizes that Taiwan is a nation.
It really do be.
It really do be. CNN be like, "Good job, Mr. Shapiro. We agree." Ow.
Mr. Shapiro, what is your opinion on sonic forces? Wow. About sonic forces.
Let's say hypothetically. Let's say hypothetically. Let's say hypothetically, your friend, your colorblind friend, forces you to play a video game with him on the stream. You only have one choice of game.
God.
It should be Sonic 4. I feel like my impression of him actually sounds more like Eric Cartman.
That's what I was. That's what I was kind of thinking. Yeah, it sounds more like Eric Cartman or something. It doesn't really sound like Ben Shapiro at all.
You know, they're the same person. Ben Shapiro
True.
and Eric Cartman. They're both
Eric Cartman's
they're
more
both kind of psychotic, so you know works.
true. Eric Cartman's more likable though.
Yeah, that's true. In his weird psychotic way.
Exactly.
I can't remember how I got out of this.
I really want to have sex with this bard. Imagine, hypothetically, that you're playing Pacman World 2, and it's insanely fucking loud. You should turn it down to 1. No? Should you not? These are the questions we ask on the Ben Shapiro show.
Wasn't it? Didn't he have a whole thing he said about how he liked Home Depot for respecting veterans? Even though I seem to remember at like the same time it was like a bunch of people were actually mad because Home Depot was disrespecting veterans. I don't know. I don't remember. It was something.
I don't remember the exact context, but I think it was something related. I don't remember the
controller.
exact.
Jesus, my controller is still rumbling.
Doing a rumble.
It's like, okay, I revved up like 2 minutes ago. Okay.
Important. It's extremely important question, Jana. What color controller is it?
It is black, but I have a spice orange one.
Ooh, that's cool. Those are kind of hard to find.
Oh, they are. I didn't know. I've had it for
yeah.
forever. But,
I used to have one.
They're
not like.
What?
Like they're not like super uber like impossible to find, but they're one of the like you don't see them as often, basically.
Yeah.
Spice orange.
That was my favorite one because I like the texture of it better. But
Yeah.
what was I gonna say? The black one was the first one in my drawer when I opened it, so I was like, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're like. Yeah, they're kind of expensive for a GameCube controller. They sell for like $40, which is pretty expensive for a GameCube controller. Yeah.
I think my dad got them on eBay, honestly, so they probably weren't that. I had a bunch of them over the years, like a bunch of weird ones. Because I remember I had like a see-through one as a kid that I thought was really fucking cool. I had a purple one at one point, but that one broke. I'm pretty sure
the see-through one was definitely not an official one.
Really?
Yeah, they never made an official see-through one, so that was definitely a third-party one.
Yeah, I think, well, some of them were definitely third-party. There was also a wireless one we had. I'm pretty sure that was third-party, too.
There was an official one they made called the Wavebird.
Oh, that must have been it. The Wavebird. That sounds familiar.
I had those. Those are cool. Yeah. They'd have a little thing you plugged into the system and then it was wireless.
Right, yeah, which was kind of cool at the time. I mean, there wasn't a lot of wireless stuff back then, I don't feel like. Bluetooth wasn't really
so. Yeah, it was the first system to really do that officially until like the 360, the Xbox 360 came out and stuff.
Well, I mean, also the Wii. The
The
Wii is obviously
Wii.
wireless. The Wii, the system that will end childhood obesity. Thanks, Michelle Obama.
Thanks. That was a whole thing. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. When Sal was talking the other day about how people were making a controversy about Obama having a tan suit, I was like, oh no. I know, I remember. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds correct. That indeed does sound like a thing.
I never heard that specific incident, but it does not surprise me.
Yeah, I don't remember that specific thing, I don't think, but there's like so many similar complaints to that I'm like, yeah.
You're definitely doing a lot better with the controller.
I know, for sure.
What a surprise.
Right. Remember when Obama had a BlackBerry and that was a big thing for some reason? Obama had a
BlackBerry.
BlackBerry, and it was like such a thing. It's like, at least I don't know, on Fox
My favorite
News
fruit.
it was all on the news, you know, it's because it's like I feel like on the one side they're like, look how hip and cool the president is, and then on the other side it's like, look how hip and cool the president's trying to be.
Oh my god, yeah, no, I do not specifically remember that now.
No, Obama had a fucking BlackBerry. It was like definitely a thing.
I do remember.
I don't know why I remember that, but that was when Blackberries were just like, oh my god, all the fucking hype and rage just shitting their pants over it.
I remember that my parents were so, like, for the first election with, you know, where Obama got elected, in 2008, my parents were so hype about the worst fucking candidate possible. And I didn't really, like, realize it then, but, like, it's just such a joke of a candidate.
Who, John McCain?
No, it was one of the ones before, like, the final two were finalized or whatever. It was Mike Huckabee. I don't know if you've heard of that guy.
Oh god, yeah. Actually, I knew a guy in high school who supposedly was related to him, and he was like embarrassed about it. You could tell.
Yeah.
How do I open
They're just
these?
so hyped about Huckabee. You have to have one of the fruit that it shows.
I do.
Do you can't ass blast it?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Huckabee. Oh yeah, no, he also hosted a show on Fox News. And for those that don't know, I grew up watching Fox News. It's like the nostalgic version for me of, like, you know, when you have a cartoon that you really like as a kid and then you grow up and you're like, wow, this is like weirdly nostalgic in a way, but like really bad and cringe. That's like Fox News for me. So if I reference Fox News at all, like, I'm actually talking from firsthand experience, like very familiar, unfortunately. So yeah, Mike Huckabee had he hosted on Sundays, I remember, because that was part of his thing. He's like, good old Christian radio or TV host. Good old wholesome Christian shit. And I'm just like, oh god. So, yeah. You know how that be.
Yeah. It was really funny, like, my dad was really weird with, like, the presidents he supported and stuff, because I remember, like, first my mom and my dad were Mike Huckabee, for some reason, and then I remember for 2012, my dad was actually like, I'm gonna vote for Obama, I support Obama, and then suddenly, like, a few years later, he was like, fuck, I fucking hate Obama. It's like, what changed? I don't get. Dad, I'm so confused, but whatever. It's whatever. I don't get it.
It's so
I don't
funny
get it.
too, because
Not that I care that much, but it's just really funny.
Okay, real talk though. Imagine being hyped about any presidential candidate in the last, like,
Honestly.
10 years, like, for real.
Yeah.
They're all, like, just been shit.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly,
I remember it was such a big deal everyone made about Obama and how much they hated Obama, and honestly, at this point, I'm like, I would be fine with another Obama. At least he's just a moderate, normal-ass fucking human who's not fucking weird or annoying or, like, 90 years old. What happened to that? Why can't we have that again?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
real.
like, Biden's somewhat similar. I just don't like the fact that he, like, doesn't seem all there on a lot, like in all ways.
Old. He's like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Can we stop having
exactly.
fucking
He was
cringe
fine.
leaders?
I think he was fine. His age was fine when he was president, but now he's got old. He was already
Yeah,
old then, but it was like, it's like,
he's
that
the
was over a
vice
decade ago.
president, so
Sure.
it didn't
That
matter
too.
that much. But
Right.
yeah, it's been God.
I hope you I hope you all are enjoying our Pac-Man World 2 political talk.
Right. We're gonna talk about 9/11 again. No, but isn't it crazy to me that because it is more than a decade ago, like there's literally people who are teenagers now who were born after Obama was elected, and that's like fucking weird to me.
Yeah, that is odd.
It's so weird because I was already in
They're
like
pretty young, but
I was already
they
like
could
in middle
be.
school when he
Well,
was
if someone's
elected.
born in, but they'd
2008,
just,
yeah.
yeah, they'd just be turning like teen,
Yeah.
basically, like 12, 13, if they were, born around that time.
Well, like my coworker actually has a client taking lessons from her, horseback riding lessons, and she actually is like
Hmm.
exactly that age. I think she just turned 13. And she seems
Wow.
older, but it's weird. I thought about it and I was like, because I think it literally was like last month. I was like, wow, she was born after Obama was elected and she's a teenager. I'm like, what the fuck? Sometimes little shit like
Yeah,
that,
it's
just like
crazy.
my brain is like, what? That's not possible. You're supposed to be 5 years old like forever. What? You're not supposed to age
True.
like the rest of us.
If you're any younger than us,
Yeah,
you just
anyone
can't
younger
you
than me
can't
just
age past
doesn't
5.
doesn't age.
Lest we forget we have friends younger than us.
Right.
They, y'all can't be more than 5.
You can't be
It's
younger.
legally not possible.
You can't exist and be younger than like Cam's age,
Yeah,
because Cam's supposed to be the young friend.
yeah.
Cam, who's what, 22 now? Oh fuck! Fuck! Okay, that was actually my
Oh,
bad.
time to catch up and see your death. Oh, rip. Yep, box in the way.
I'm
I
playing way
guess
better. I feel like though.
Sal confirmed not real. He's too young.
God.
A lot of my other friends are not real because they're younger than Cam.
Right.
Is that
Cam,
works?
that arbitrary
Cam.
meter stick, younger than Cam. Half of them are probably like, who
They're
the
not
fuck's
real.
Cam?
It was really funny when Sal, David, and I went to Zaxby's before he left. He was saying something. He was telling something, and I can't remember what the topic was about. But oh yeah, Cam told me about that, and David thought he was talking about our Cam, but he's talking about Sick, who's also
Yeah,
named Cam. And
right.
it's like, oh, it's like he's like, I'm not talking about the British Cam.
Oh my
He knew
god.
who we were talking about. Who David thought he was talking about.
God.
That made
Well,
me
our,
laugh. There's
our
like,
MLK shit probably rubbed off on them after a while. They're like, okay, it's not your
I'm
stupid
sure.
autistic Lion King friends, okay? Like, stop. Stop fucking talking
there
about it.
there's like there's like 4 like cams in the Discord chat, I think.
Really? I
Yeah.
only knew of
I
Sick, but okay.
I know 3. There's 3 of them that I know for a fact, but I feel like there's so many of them. They're multiplying.
It's a little scary, but that's okay.
But that there's so many cams. That is pretty scary.
Yeah, that arbitrary meter stick, younger than British Cam, then you're not real.
I think non-British Cam is younger, so he's not real.
Yeah, he is. Well, like I said, I think our Cam is like 22 now. But in my brain, to everyone, he felt like the baby, even though he's actually only like a year or 2 younger than me, so.
Yeah. I am not. I'm proud to say I'm not the oldest of that group.
Right? Well, everyone acts like you're a baby.
Like in the middle. Of what? Like,
Well,
huh?
everyone in the Discord chat acts like you're a baby boomer for being 27.
Oh, and like the Discord?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Not in the Telegram because there's people older than me
No.
there. That's what I was talking about. Yeah,
No,
like
I mean
there,
in the
I'm like,
Discord, everyone talks like you're a baby
yeah,
boomer, which is funny because it's like you're not even the oldest. But okay.
yeah. I mean, I'm old compared to most of them.
Tom was also younger than you.
Oh yeah,
Or
it's Tom.
older. Tom was older.
Oh,
Sorry. Tom was older than you, and Sam
Tom,
was, and
Tim.
Aaron was. I think, yeah, he
Pretty
is.
sure Tim and Crystal are both older than me. I think, or at least Tim.
No, they're not.
No.
No.
Oh,
Tim
damn it.
was 21 when I met him, and I was 17, so he's like 20. I don't know. I want to say he's like 27, and I think Crystal's like 25.
Okay, so Tim would be about the same age as me then.
Yeah, because I remember he was like either 20 or 21 when I met him, or when we
Yeah.
properly. I kind of knew who he was, but we'd only just like, excuse me, started talking.
Hey Matt, the Italian one. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to our politics and age stream.
I was about to say where we talk about 9/11.
And talk about 9/11 politics and people's
and
ages.
Obama and Mike Huckabee.
And curing the obesity epidemic with wheeze.
With the wee. Blake's like, I remember that shit. I'm like, good, someone does.
I remember that being like the news and stuff. Yeah.
Yup. Or people getting trampled, or like celebrities sending their personal assistants at like 4 in the morning to get in line to get a wee. Like, oh my god, the fucking.
Do you remember?
Dude.
Do you remember the fucking scares on the news about sexting all the time?
I remember sexting, texting while driving, calling. Well, no, before texting was common, people were like, people are using their cell phones and driving, when it's like, looking back, it's like, okay, like, it's not that scary. Like, texting is definitely riskier, which most people do that too, but at the time it was like, should we even allow people to call on the phone while driving? And then texting, and then let alone, god, people didn't really have data on their phones yet, really, but
right,
social media.
Well, you got all the fruits and all the dots. Wow. Yeah, everything.
I told you I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah, really says a lot about your political views.
Playing with the fucking keyboard because I couldn't get the stupid shit. It was so hard. So much easier with a controller. Oh my god.
You go into the grocery store and then they're like, where's your controller? This is gonna be very difficult for you.
The world's
the
fastest base to cringe transformation that has ever happened.
The fruit aisle is very, very difficult to navigate without a controller.
Oh fuck! Oh damn. So what were you saying? Yeah. What was the specific scare with sexting that you're remembering? Or is it just the general thing that parents were
just
like,
a general thing. I remember seeing a lot of segments, the news and stuff about like how the terrors of like sexting epidemic, basically.
Yeah.
Like when like those phones were like the slightly more advanced phones were getting popular.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. How it's like you should never send photos of yourself. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
It was just funny. It's like that term is just stuck with me forever because of that sexting.
I think the funny thing too is what was I gonna say?
Oh my god.
I know, I'm just gonna leave that strawberry. It's killed me twice. It's not worth it, even for my stupid ass. My stupid ass perfectionist ass is like, okay,
death by strawberry.
That's enough. But anyway, sexting. What were we talking about?
Pacman sexting.
Yeah, true. What was the other Oh, I feel like in general the moral panic around like chat rooms and just the internet in general. Boomers are super scared of the internet. Which, to be fair, in some ways I can't fully blame them. I mean, the internet's like, Yeah. But I feel
Right,
like they
right.
were scared of the wrong things, you know.
Mm-hmm. I remember. Oh, there's a weird. I didn't see it as a kid, but I remember there's like some weird like some news station did like a report on like the PlayStation like oh yeah the PlayStation. Have you ever seen the thing about the PlayStation Portable?
The pornable?
Yeah, I'm
What?
gonna look this up. It's the PSP is called the PSP is the PlayStation Portable, and they made like a thing that was like the PlayStation Portable.
Is that kind
Let
of
me
like
see if this.
how
Yeah, Fox
adults thought
News.
the fucking blue whale game was real or whatever?
Fox News calls it the PlayStation Portable.
Oh my god, that sounds like something they would say. I remember to this day. Do you remember the moral outrage around like Lady Gaga? Which her music from that time period slaps, by the way. But I literally remember Fox News being like, hey, "Listen to her latest song, Judas. She says she's in love with Judas, and she prefers him to Jesus Christ. Oh my god!" Like some weird shit
I
like
don't
that.
specifically. I don't
I
specifically remember that. What time frame are you talking about for though?
Oh, like 2010-ish. I don't know, around there.
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
music she was making around that time. You know, like her really just mainstream vanilla stuff that everyone's heard at some point. You know, Poker Face, Judas, Bad Romance, all that shit. Like those songs everybody's heard. I guess that was just so
Yeah.
scary. Like I specifically remember them talking about that. Like, oh my god, how unchristian. She's talking about how she's in love with Judas in her latest song. How could she do that?
I don't remember that, but that's her like only good era, Jana. I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean her only good? That's what I said. I said her music from that time slaps.
Oh, I thought you said sucks.
No!
Okay.
No, that's like her
Okay.
best stuff for
I was gonna
sure.
say, am I gonna have to unfriend you? Opinion.
No, no,
I
that's
thought I heard sucks. Okay, yeah,
no, that's definitely her
but
best
no, I
stuff.
didn't. I didn't really see that specifically, but I don't. I wouldn't be. I'm not shocked at all.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely was a thing.
Did you ever see the? I forget what his name is. Let me see. So there's a PlayStation Portable, and there's also. Let me see. There's also.
God, the rumble on this is so extra though. Like something will happen and it'll be like time for your controller to rumble for like, 45 seconds. It's a little awkward.
What does this go? What is this guy's name in again? Let's see. Who is this guy? Okay. There's something that else that's funny, and I'm not sure if you've seen. I'm trying to remember. This is also like a. Let me see.
This game definitely does like to make me repeat segments, which I'm down for because I'm a perfectionist, but also like why? What do these tokens even do?
Oh, the tokens. They can. You can unlock like classic arcade games back at the Pack Village level.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so have you ever heard of the 700 Club?
No.
Oh, well, it's some like conservative Christian like
Oh,
TV
Lord.
show with a really old guy, and there's a part where like they mention Sans from.
From Undertale?
Yeah, it's
What?
really funny. Let me see. Let me see what basically it's like old Christian conservative man who would people would ask questions. Like viewers would ask questions for advice from him and stuff. and somebody's question or thing that she told him was, recently I was looking through my daughter's phone and I found many pictures of a cartoon skeleton with one glowing blue eye and wearing a hoodie. When I asked my daughter why she had demonic image, she told me there's nothing wrong with it because it was from a video game.
Oh my god. I think I might have heard about
How do
that.
I
I didn't hear about the 700 Club specifically, but that sounds kind of familiar.
how do I help my daughter not be attracted to such demonic things?
God, that sounds like something my mom would say. What the hell?
If Undertale came out when you were a child, you'd
Right?
be on the 700. You would be on the 700 Club show.
God. Thank God that was not the case. Although I gotta say though, it was like even adults were into that game. Was that just me? It felt like everyone I knew was playing it.
Yeah, apparently not that Karen lady.
No, not her, but it was like everyone in my college dorm was playing it. My best friend was playing it. My best friend's sister played it. I had to beat the Sands level for a bunch of them because I was the only one that could do it.
Your best friend's dog.
My best friend's dog. Did I say dog? I meant sister.
No, I was just adding more things.
Oh.
People have played, creatures that have played it.
Although she has a cat, so that would fit, I guess. A cat would like that game, I guess. It's quirky and fun. Cat would like that game.
It's demonic, Jana. Shaking my head.
Literally sounds like shit my mom would say.
You think it's okay? You think it's okay to like a skeleton with an eye that glows?
With a hoodie!
That's the really bad part. These demonic images. How do I take these demonic images away? I can't remember what the old guy says in response either, but it's really funny that a Sans mention.
How to ruin your relationship with your daughter and make her definitely not want to be a Christian.
That sounds like a projection.
Probably a little. Well, actually, there's other reasons my mom's relationship is complicated besides just her weird Christian shit.
Yeah, but if she thinks skeletons are demonic, she should like look inside herself, literally.
Oh, God, right.
Wait till she finds out what's inside.
Oh God.
There's a skeleton with a hoodie inside of all of us.
Fuck. Jeez. Actually, the blood of Christ. But whatever, Blake. You don't believe in that shit, I guess. You don't believe in that.
Oh, I believe in the blood of Christ.
I find it funny though how my mom actually was more chill with me having a boyfriend than my dad was, and I thought it'd be a problem because he was like, you know, very atheist. But she was fine with that.
Red-pilled atheist.
Mermaids existing? Oh my god, mermaids existing? No.
Does she should have? Did she ask him? Did you ask? Does he like mermaids? You're like, no. Okay, he's fine then. I approve.
Priorities.
Does he believe in Christ? No. Does he at least not believe in mermaids? No. Okay, we're good. We're good. Disgusting mermaids.
Oh my god.
She must have hated the Little Mermaid so much.
Oh my god. I actually don't remember her having a problem with it as a kid. I think I at least watched that movie a couple times. She was like borderline okay with Lion King, actually. Like, she didn't super like Lion King. Because she just didn't like any depiction of religion that wasn't like Christian, right? So Mulan was off limits. Pocahontas was off limits, I think because of the singing animals. I don't know.
Oh my god. They can't sing in real life.
Or whatever, you know,
that's
because
demonic.
It's like Native American spirituality or whatever, not fine. Chinese religion, dragon thing, not fine. She hates dragons. So Mulan was off limits. Pocahontas was off limits. I don't remember us watching Hunchback. I don't know if she had a problem with it or if it just was like, I don't know. I just didn't have it. My brother mostly liked the animal movies, so that's the ones I mostly watched anyway. But I remember she like
Yeah.
didn't want us watching Pocahontas or Mulan like specifically. And then what was the
Oh
other
my
one I was
god.
talking about with?
You weren't missing out much with Pocahontas, at
That's
least.
true. Yeah, any religion that was not Christianity, she was like, oh yeah, Lion King was like, she was like borderline iffy. Like she allowed it, but she was like, And then actually Sonic the Hedgehog, my mom was borderline out because she got rid of Sonic Adventure 2 because of King Boom Boo. But I remember in general she
Wow.
like didn't super like the Chaos Emeralds. And my dad had to like explain it to her. He's like, it's a video game. It's it's like they're gems with they can do things. It's fine. It's not a big deal. And so she was like begrudgingly allowed it because my dad was the one that liked Sonic. Actually, I told you that.
Yeah.
But my mom was like
Your dad's
barely
pretty
allowed
based
that.
on that.
My dad was pretty based. He liked Roller Coaster
Yeah.
Tycoon. He liked Sonic. He told me
That's cool.
he had like a Game Boy, like the original Game Boy or something in like Desert
Mm-hmm.
Storm or the Gulf War or whatever. He said it was like it kept getting like clogged with sand or something, but he said he like had the original Game Boy or something. Like my dad says he doesn't like, video games and cartoons and shit, but he like totally does.
Yeah.
He like totally watches anime. He totally would watch anime with me if I asked. He would totally show me video games and like play video games and like play games on Facebook, but he's totally like, oh,
I hate them.
He's like one of those people where he'd be like, if you were to ask him if he's a gamer, if he likes anime, or then he'd be like, no. But no, he like totally does.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know. We totally. I'd be like, hey, Dad, do you want to watch this anime on Netflix? He's like, sure. We like fucking watched anime together. We watched Death Note together. We watched like
Nice.
some other shit. Yeah, he like showed me Sonic the Hedgehog as a kid. Roller Coaster Tycoon. He got me Zoo Tycoon as a kid too. I loved that game.
So he's the one who originated, because you created some of the early Sonic. It's all thanks to him.
Yeah,
Introducing you to Sonic. So without
and
him,
being
Sonic
okay
would
with
never
it,
been a thing.
because my mom was
Yes.
like iffy. I actually remember. So I remember I didn't watch Lion King that much as a kid, which I know is weird, right? But it wasn't until I was in middle school that I like got involved with the fandom shit, right? But I remember when I did watch it, I watched it when I was, I want to say like 5. And I remember I found the movie like really scary. Well, one, because Mufasa died, I fucking cried, of course, like every kid. But I remember at the end of the movie, I was like really, I thought Scar was like scary as fuck, for one. And for 2, I think the end of the film just really fucking confused me because I totally thought adult Simba was Mufasa. And so then I was really confused because I thought he died, obviously. So then I was like,
He live again.
what the fuck? And then I was like, what is going on? I think my mom had to actually shut off the movie because I was like so distraught. I was like 4 or 5 or something.
Oh, little sad Jana.
I know. The movie that changed my life and gave me all these friends I couldn't even watch as a child because I was distraught.
You like we're about to watch it again. You're like, nah, never mind. This like made me sad. It's cringe. And then you never met any of us ever.
Well, actually,
your life was completely different.
We watched it in my middle school. We had like one of those days where they carted out the. Well, maybe they didn't have the. Whatever. They cart out the VHS player and you're like all excited, right? Or the DVD player. And
yeah.
So, yeah, we had a day with like nothing to do or something and watched Lion King. And I hadn't seen it in like 10 years, probably. Well, maybe not that long. Like, I don't know, however many years. And I remember thinking like, wow, Be Prepared was like a bop, man. Like I was like, wow, that's actually really catchy and the villain's really cool. Then I became obsessed with Scar. I had my Scar phase as well, maybe not you all remember so much, but when I first joined the fandom, like that was the thing. That was the thing I was known for, was like the Scar obsessed fangirl. That was my most popular fanfic, which I know I still like brag about this a little, but I am proud of it. When that movie was
Yeah.
re-released in 2012 and it had like a kind of resurgence, I wrote that fanfic at like the right time, and it was like, I think it's still, at one point it was like the 5th most followed fanfic for that fandom out of like, I think there's like 4,000 on that site now. I don't think it's still number 5. I think it's like in the top 20. I want to say it's like number 9 or something. But that whole fanfic too, the whole like thing was like Simba dies instead of Mufasa, and so then Scar has to like repair his relationship with his brother, and then the hyenas are also like trying to collect on their promise or whatever the fuck. It's like this whole thing, and it just got like more and more convoluted because I wrote most of it in one summer when I was like 14, and didn't
Yeah.
really plan it. Though, so what I did learn about storytelling is like, I've always been a seat of the pants person, but I did from the very beginning have a clear ending in mind and a clear beginning in mind. So it kind of worked out. Even though a lot of it really just kind of came as I went, but people were totally like, they didn't even care, I guess. I was like, okay. Because I literally wrote most of it when I was 14 in like one summer. I'd write like 6,000 word chapters and shit, and then like post it like once every other week. It was crazy. But yeah, and I had people who were like 18, 19, 20 like following it too. It wasn't just like children, so that was interesting. I was like, y'all know I was like a baby, right? I was like so stupid, but whatever. So yeah, that was like, because people did remember me from that. So that was like what I was known for. Like that was my thing, was the Scar fangirl shtick thing. Because that fanfic was what a lot of people like knew me by.
Yeah.
Brush his hair aside. I was kind of a big deal. No, but I'm kidding. I did. Like, especially, I joined that site before MLK. I was kind of a big deal. I joined a fanfic net before I joined MLK, so when I joined MLK, it was because of a friend I had on fanfic net, and like, when people saw me, like, that was what they knew me from, you know, before I met any of y'all. That was like my first group of friends. Lion King friends was like Nina Roja. I don't know if you remember, if you ever met her, really. Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Do you even remember when she was moderator?
Who is it again?
Nina Roja, real name Lucy. She lives in Northern Ireland. Probably not.
Not really.
Kind of the wrong time. She joined in 2012.
Yeah.
Or no, she joined in 2011, and then I kind of saw she was doing the writing contest, which is why I joined. And so I joined in 2012. And she'd already written a fanfic that got a lot of attention in like 2011. So she wrote in like 2010, 2011. Her fanfic kind of blew up a little bit, and then I read it in 2011, and then that was what convinced me to make an account. And then it was sort of like a meeting your idols moment, because it was like I liked her fanfic a lot, and so that was why I joined. But I didn't know her because, you know, she had like hundreds of reviews on it, right? And then I remember like down the line when I had my own fanfic and a bunch of people were reading it, she found it and read it and really liked it, and I was like, oh, she noticed me. And then we ended up meeting down the line on MLK because I saw she was like doing the writing con. I was like, oh, I wonder what that's about. I wasn't super active on MLK at first. Then we had another like shared experience. I remember I reached out and like DM'd her at one point, and we got pretty close. That was like my first friend group on MLK. It was like her, Jack. You do remember Carl though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was like our friend group. I'm surprised. I guess you wouldn't have really known Lucy because she was like, she joined MLK in like 2011, became a moderator.
Her
And
name was
then
Nina, you said? Like in the
her name
thing?
was Nina Roja, but her
I
actual
think
name
I
was
like,
Lucy.
yeah. I
Maybe you
like, I
vaguely
think I
remember her.
saw that she exists, basically. That's all I like really remember.
She was a moderator and she was fairly active, but she kind of
Yeah.
grew up. She's slightly older than me, but younger than you. So she kind of was like growing up and going to
Mm,
college and shit around that time.
right.
And so she kind of dropped off and stopped being as active. I did meet up with her in 2017. She's very nice. She's
That's
like one of
cool.
my earliest. She's probably actually my earliest Lion King friend, really. We don't talk super often anymore. I don't have Skype anymore, and she's kind of moved on from the Lion King stuff for sure. But like I said, we did meet up. We're
I mean, we
basically
all have.
well, that's true, but you know what I mean. Like she was never like she was already
Yeah.
not that active on that site by the time I met you. Like it was just a kind of a different friend group. I mean, obviously you joined
Yeah.
before her. You weren't that active at that point anymore either. I guess I should say you
Right.
joined before her, but I met you after that, I guess. I don't even know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Either in this game or in this conversation. Everyone's probably bored as fuck. I haven't been checking the chat.
Pixel says, I used to be obsessed with Sonic before I joined.
Like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
I don't know.
My dog
Just
is
keep going
twitching.
up, I
It's
guess.
really cute. I think she's having a dream or
Aw,
something. Sitting on
adorable.
the couch twitching.
Yeah, I used to be like obsessed with Sonic, like
Oh,
super
you were
obsessed.
one of those, Blake. Oh god.
Yeah, I was. I was that before, like I am grateful that I was that before I was back though.
Oh,
So
the
I
end of the
didn't get
level was right here. I'm stupid. Okay, sorry, what?
I was gonna say
There it is.
I feel grateful that I was obsessed. My Sonic obsession phase kind of ended before I was super like active on the internet, basically. So
Yeah, thank
I didn't have to
God.
interact with any weird shit. Yeah, but I still like Sonic. But I was like obsessed with Sonic in like every single way. So
Jesus.
it was a thing. Yeah.
I like Sonic a lot. I considered getting into that fandom and writing fanfic and stuff, but that one strawberry was the
Man.
one fruit I didn't get. That strawberry I died twice over. I was
Rip.
like, fuck it. Although, how did I miss 100 pellets? What the fuck? That's weird. I didn't do that on this other one. I got everything. I'm just
I can't believe
having hang-ups. Don't worry about it.
I can't believe you missed 100 entire pellets.
That is crazy though. I don't know where they would have fucking been.
I don't know.
Tokens. 6 out of 8. Do you want me to play this one again?
No.
You're gonna unsubscribe.
Yes, I'm gonna
Everyone's probably
unsubscribe.
bored as fuck right now. I'm so sorry. I'm just talking about fucking Lion King shit. Oh my god. 6. How did I miss so much shit in these? I'm gonna have to replay those later. I'll spare Blake. He's gonna unfriend and unsubscribe if I play these levels too much.
We can always come back to them later. But it's still cool that I was able, because I stopped using MLK much at all. And it's still cool because I started using it, like I went back on it a tiny bit because David did, like once that Telegram chat started,
Oh yeah.
and then
Well, we were
I met you there.
we weren't taking it seriously by that point, I feel like.
Yeah.
Also, hold on a minute.
But
Don't talk. Hold on a minute. Okay, plugging my phone in now so that the stream doesn't abruptly end when my internet cuts out. Okay. Yeah,
okay.
I feel like I wasn't
Okay.
taking it seriously at that
Uh-oh.
point. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Bitch, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Bruh, can you hear me?
You're
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Your voice got really weird.
Okay, well, from there. Anyway, sorry, you said, yeah, you came back because of David, because I remember that Telegram chat was a thing.
Yeah. I remember I just saw your cool, like, game when you're trying to make a game at the time. I was like, this stuff looks cool. And you're like, thanks.
I still gotta work on that. It's so hard being an adult and doing anything creative, at least for me. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's relatable though.
And also we made it a comic because it was like the only reason it was a game was because Jack knew how to code, and then that didn't work out, and I was like, oh, well, I don't know.
Hey, a
Shit
comic
about
works
code.
too.
Hi puppy.
Yeah,
Puppy's
a
awake.
comic could be really cool.
Yeah. I'm surprised I don't talk about that like all the time, but probably because I still, it's like I want to do it, but oh god.
Right,
Being an adult, man.
Jana.
And I don't
When
even work a standard 40-hour work week. I feel like my life would be easier sometimes if I did.
yeah, I already feel like I'm like losing out on time even with the 40, so I can't imagine more than you know.
Yeah. Well,
It's
50
crazy.
minimum, and then some weeks, especially when it's busy. I mean, I've worked like 60, 70-hour weeks here, so it's like
God, yeah.
trying to get anything done is just, and I don't have a dishwasher. I don't have a, you know, well, I was gonna say TV or
Mhm.
Wi-Fi. That doesn't affect how productive I am, but yeah, I don't have a dishwasher, so I'm like constant. And I still like my cooking, so then I like cook and I have fun, but then I have like 600,000 fucking dishes that I have to do. It's like, oh my god. That's why I'm saying my life is just shit never works out the way I want it to, Blake.
I'm sorry, fam. I'm sorry. I know it's all my fault.
It is, but that's fine. I forgive you.
Get kicked by Fortnite in real life, and you're like, this is Blake's fault.
Actually, that was my fault for
Kicked
being a
by the
dumbass, but yeah.
Nah, it's my fault. I'll take the blame.
Okay. Stupid bitch. Why did you
Okay.
let that happen to me?
I don't know. I have no excuse. When are we gonna make an epic comic, Jana?
Right. We could. That's the other thing about my job too. Is sorry.
That's okay.
your
Epic comic.
comic of Blake and
The
Rennie and
Fox and Mule
Maverick.
comic.
Yeah.
Yes. Wacky adventures.
Puppy, why are you kicking
I can
me?
see it.
Whoa. Got a blast from my ass.
First comic, Mav gets racist.
Stupid and racist.
Stupid and racist.
Can't be worse.
Rennie gets trolled. I like that one pixel. That'd be a good issue of the comic, yeah.
Jana says N-word because she thinks it's a country in Africa. Real. Hi, puppy. Okay, you don't need to lick my hand right now. I'm trying to play this game. Thank you.
Puppy licks Maverick's hand in real life.
True.
Many exciting adventures we could write about. Just just be like, yes, I know you're already working or wanting to work on this comic you've been planning for years and years on end. Let's do our own comic. We do
Right.
double team on many comics. You can work on like 3 comics once, right, Jana?
That's got to be my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna get rolling on it. I'm gonna tell Sam we need to do it.
Nice.
Although to be fair, it's probably for the best that we didn't start on it years ago, because like, oh my god, I was like, what, 16 when I came up with it. I was like, not great. It's so much better now that I'm adult. Also, a lot of our characters just slowly aged because the older you get, the more you realize that it's not realistic to have 16-year-olds like running around having fucking crazy ass adventures in the real world, not supervised, you know, and not having any problems with having hardly any life experience, you know.
Tell that to like every anime ever.
Right? I know, they're just like main protagonist is like 13 and just regularly does dangerous shit.
Yeah.
Not that our characters were like that crazy young, but like I remember the main character like slowly aged from like I think I wanted her when I was 17. It felt reasonable to have her be like, I don't know. I think she was 16 or 17. Now I think she's like 21 or something.
Yeah.
Because you realize just how young that is. So you're like, oh, maybe we don't do that.
Yeah. If your character's on the exact right age, I'm giving your comic a bad review.
Right.
If your comic characters can't buy a gummy shark margarita, then I'm not interested.
Right.
If your characters can't hop over to the local Applebee's and get that margarita, then it's a fucking failure of a comic, and I'm never. Not that I ever read in the first place.
You were interested in 2016. That's what matters. That's how we became friends. Ooh, that's how we became friends. Why are you whining, puppy? Puppy, you're distracting me. Stop. Oh my god.
Paparino.
Oh my god. You're definitely distracting me. Oh god. Okay.
The Pac-Man puppy challenge.
Crawls over me to go sit on the couch. Okay. Okay. Cute, but okay. And now Kitty's here. Kitty, don't attack the wires and shit. Like you were doing when I was trying to set this shit up.
Puppy.
Trying to plug wires
Paparino.
in and the cat's just like, play with it, eat it. Oh, that was stupid. Oh my god. Butane pain, that's right. But anyway. Yeah, I was gonna say earlier, that's the other thing about my job too, is, well, yeah, I work more hours than a lot of people, but then I also realize that a lot of people don't actually have high, not high. I have more chance of getting seriously harmed at work than a lot of people, and sometimes I remember suddenly and I'm like, oh, yeah, I should probably be careful.
Yeah. My chances of getting harmed, 0. Home.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like high
Stealing
risk,
randomly
like I'm
taken.
some kind of high-rise construction worker or something, but I mean, it's a it's a non-zero
You can still get
chance
kicked.
for sure.
Yeah, you can still get kicked by Fortnite anytime.
Oh yeah.
Not
no, I've almost been struck in the
not
head
clickbait.
multiple times, so.
Yeah. Glad you have not been.
Yeah. Well, I've known like probably 5 different people who've been kicked in the face or struck in the face, so they're all fine. But yeah. Yeah, there's one girl I knew in college.
Just lose a couple.
Huh? What?
I said just lose a couple thousand brain cells.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think the number's 5. Let me think. Because I had a coworker in college. The horse reared up and struck her in the head. She was fine. I think she had a concussion. There's another one. It was a border where I worked. Because I told you about the border that the horse... Okay. No, 2 different stories. There was a border while I was working there. Working her 2-year-old, 3-year-old, I don't remember. And that horse, I don't remember if it kicked or struck her in the head, but I think it was a very glancing blow because she was fine. And then the other one was the one I told you about where the girl, it was like my first shift alone, and the girl had her head stepped on getting up. The horse was
Oh,
getting up.
jeez, yeah.
And so she had
Uh-huh.
to go to the emergency room.
Uh-huh.
She was fine, I guess. She had a severe concussion. She probably should not have been riding, but she was out riding later that week, which I thought was stupid, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And then
Freaking horse.
yeah.
Horses are no laughing matter.
And then the other two, let's see. I was taking riding lessons from this lady, and I guess her favorite horse actually, it was just a deal where it just got startled and like kicked her in the face on accident. And so she doesn't really remember it. She just went to the hospital. She was fine. And then the other one I knew was Taylor, my old boss here. She was loading a mare in the trailer and it kicked her in the head, and that one actually broke her jaw, and she had
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that.
she has a metal plate in her jaw or skull or something still. Like it's a metal plate because her jaw was wired shut for like 6 weeks.
Jeez.
Yeah, she's in the hospital and shit.
Yeah.
So that one was pretty
What's the
bad.
difference? What's the difference between you said something between strike or kicking? What's the difference technically?
I mean, like when Fortnite almost struck me. I'd call that a strike because he like reared and then his hoof kind of like came down and it just missed my head.
Oh yeah.
But like a kick is like just like backwards like kick.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the other one was the one I said's like, if these horses touch noses, he's probably gonna freak out and like rear and strike at him because he's recently castrated. So that was on me. Should have been more like on top of preventing that, but I think I was holding one horse and someone else was holding the other horse, and they did get too close together and they touched noses. And so surely enough, just as I thought would happen, Fortnite goes like straight up in the air and just like rears and strikes, and then like, well, that did not hit me, so we're good, I guess.
Jeez. What was the horse that did hit the chest or whatever? Or was that even a horse hitting you?
Oh yeah, that was his name was Legato. Big gray horse.
Legato.
He's actually a pretty sweet horse, but he was like greener than I realized because I just started working here. And I didn't realize kind of how behind we were in terms of like breaking them because he was like 5. So I was like, oh, he probably is like fine big time. And I think because one of his buddies was kind of more pushy and is just like being a bitch about picking up his feet, and I'm like, dude, pick up your fucking feet, like, because he actually did know better, but I think Legato just like didn't know better, and I was still kind of, I wasn't that used. I mostly either worked with yearlings or like adult horses, so I was still figuring out like young horses, and so I didn't recognize that, like, especially when you first tie that, like, teach them to cross tie and stuff, they get worried about stuff. So it was like, he was fairly new to being tied and fairly new to like being worked. I didn't realize how green he was because he was 5. I thought he knew more, and he like really just didn't. He wasn't trying to be bad. He just like didn't know. So he was like not picking up his feet, and I kind of lost my temper, and it was like a bad moment because, like I said, his friend, I lost my temper and was like, pick up your fucking feet, and he was like, oh, okay. But Legato, when I did that, it was like, oh my god, he just like exploded, and it's already like not great. Because I've really only been working here for a few months. I was still figuring out that it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be really careful, especially in cross ties. Cross ties are like, I've had horses like blow up in cross ties like a bunch of times now, and like several close calls with me or someone else. So not a good deal to be like, I don't know, I should have been more careful, but yeah, I like whacked him and he just like exploded in there. And so I thought he was gonna kick me. He didn't, but at one point his butt like smashed me into the post, and that was what the rib thing was. Because that
remember
ripped for
now,
like
yeah.
6 weeks, and that was when I told you. I was like, because I had a minor cold, And so, like, hurt to cough, and then Taylor's like, well, at least it's not like when I broke my jaw, because every time I sneezed, it was like a mini implosion, and I was like, oh, God.
Oh god. Yeah.
So, yeah, that one,
I still feel
it was
bad.
really my
I
fault.
still feel bad for making you laugh. Bringing you through so much pain.
I still don't remember
Your
what
laugh.
that guy was, that guy's username that I
Yeah,
thought
I
was
don't
so
know.
fucking funny. Oh my god, I was laughing. I was like, ow!
You're like, fuck you, Blake. Stop making me laugh.
Oh my
It hurts
god.
so much.
It hurts so much. God, I probably should have even at least, well, a part of me's like, I probably should have seen a doctor, but then I'm like, I don't know what a doctor would have done.
Probably would have just. I don't think they could have done much of anything.
No, because I've had several people tell me after the fact, they're like, you might have a broken rib. I'm like, I feel like I'd know, because I knew another girl in college who did break a rib falling off a horse, and it was like very obvious, because it was like she punctured her lung or something. She was like pretty bad for a while. She was also riding horse she probably shouldn't have been dealing with. Like, she just didn't have the tools to deal with that. But anyway, it was like an off-track thoroughbred. My horse is an off-track thoroughbred, but hers was like quite a bit greener, and just like ran off with her or something, and like ran her. She like got crushed into a wall or something.
Oh damn.
And so yeah, she like punctured her lung. So I figured, I'm like, if I broke my rib, I feel like I'd know. But I've had several people, I've like described it, and they're like, you might have like a hairline fracture, and there's no way to know until, you know, if you get your chest x-rayed at any point in the future, you might see it. You might know whether you broke it or not.
Basically all that. In a case like that, I think all the doctors can do is X-ray and be like, "Yep, it
Yeah.
is that's the thing.
Yep. Yeah,
Take it easy."
nothing gonna really happen.
Yeah. Also, hey Jack, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Also, yes, we have the much more professional gaming tonight than last. So
Yeah, thank God.
it's not 1,000 trillion decibels, and we have an actual controller going.
I'm just relaying, you know, horse accidents that people I know have been in. I've heard some wild shit, like.
I'm sure.
I've heard about people who've lost eyes, fingers.
Oh.
Shit. Weird shit.
Keep on to those,
not people I've known closely, just like people I've known.
Yeah.
Like, I knew a guy who had his fingers
Stories,
ripped off. Multiple people who've had eyes. Heard of multiple people who've known people who've lost eyes. Yeah.
Wow.
Eyes,
definitely keep
fingers,
on to those.
Yeah, I've known 5 people that have been either kicked or struck in the head. Or got stepped on. That girl that got stepped on.
Oh my god.
The punctured lung girl. I got smashed in the chest. I've been almost kicked in the head probably 3 or 4 times. Probably more than that. I don't know. I can't remember, Blake.
That's okay.
Sometimes I'm like, I don't know how I haven't been seriously injured yet.
Yeah, I'm glad you have not.
Yeah. I mean, statistically speaking, I'm probably gonna break something or be hurt at some point. And I'm just like, okay, it'll probably happen. So.
As long as it's not anything too severe, just stay safe, my fam.
I know. I'm trying. Like I said, it often happens so fast that you can't do anything anyway. So.
Yeah.
So like I said, I've almost been kicked, struck in the head, like there's multiple times, and each time I'm like, oh, well, that didn't happen. So okay. Couldn't do anything if it
Good
did.
day. Right. Just be glad it didn't.
Right. Yeah, Fortnite was one of the times. I had a mare kick at me while I was driving the ATV, and I think she was trying to tell me off because I like felt the wind rush by, you know. She didn't hit me, but I felt like the rush of wind. I had another horse kick at another horse while I was turning the gator, and that one just missed me.
Last stream, Jack, it didn't. It sounded like a war zone. Few minutes. It was fixed. Basically, this game was insanely loud, and in Jana's settings, she had to put the volume down to one volume out of 100, and then it finally was good enough to go. Good to go from there.
It sounded like a horse.
Call of Duty Warzone featuring Pac-Man.